What's cracking? How's everybody doing, man? Live and direct. Once again, man. Couch Malo in the building bright and early. We are in the building. What's cracking? How's the family? How's the family, Gouch? Everyone hit that like button on the way in, man. Salute, guys. We got a great show for you guys tonight, man. Got a great show for you guys tonight, man. Wet. Everything is wet. Yeah. A lot going on, man. A lot going on out here in these streets. A lot of weird crap going on too, man. I don't know, man. Country's changing, man. Country's changing. Country is changing, man. Yeah, a lot of this stuff didn't used to go on, man. A lot of this stuff didn't used to go on, man. Um, Now it's happening. We got a brand new country, man. A brand new country. Got a whole new country, man. Yeah, they sleeping, man. They upstairs, they sleeping, man. It's another day, just hanging out, having fun, getting ready for Christmas. You getting ready for for Christmas time? Say low trust society. Yeah, man. You import the third world, you get the third world. Okay? You import people from the third world, they'll slowly turn your country into the third world. Oh, they love the song. They love Awfully Naughty. They love jamming to that. I'm working on another song now, Couch. I'm working on another song. I'm working on another song right now. I'm excited about it too, man. My daughter, I think she might be a songwriter when she grows up. She loves making up songs. My son, he can't, he don't even talk yet, so what he gonna be? He's funny though, man. My son is so funny, man. Tough little guy, man. Tough little dude, man. Shout out to Oakview, man. We got a great show for you guys tonight, man. I'm telling you, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, man. Without further ado, man. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Um,
Hello, everyone. I'm Juan Fernandez.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Susie Sa, and this is CBS LA at 10 on KCAL 9. Justice tonight, finally, for a Southern California family. They waited 7 years for the person who killed their mom to be caught and convicted.
It's a story we've been following from the very beginning because it is filled with a series of unbelievable twists and turns and a family that prayed this day would someday come. CBS LA's Hunter Sowers is live in the newsroom for us with the story of Susan Leeds and the woman who killed her. Hunter.
Yeah, that's right. Susie Leeds lived in Rolling Hills. She was a retired nurse and mother of a large family. Her life, it came to an end in a brutal attack inside a mall parking lot in 2018. And ever since, her family says they have been trapped in a living nightmare.
A 7-year crime saga finally comes to a close inside a courtroom as Cherie Townsend, accused of killing 66-year-old Susie Leeds, is convicted in her brutal stabbing murder. Her stepson says heartbreak over her death was unbearable for their family.
The stab wounds didn't just kill Susie, it killed my father.
In May of 2018, Susie was found murdered in her SUV in a mall parking lot in the Rolling Hills estate community, the first murder in the area in nearly 10 years. This photo, taken the day Susie was killed, is believed to be one of the...
Damn. Ain't nobody been killed in this area for 10 years till this fucking sister came through there. Nobody had been killed in this area in 10 years. Jesus Christ. Y'all are the... Listen, man. I'm not even going to listen. Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, man.
Cherie Townsend, accused of killing 66-year-old Susie Leeds, is convicted in her brutal stabbing murder. Her stepson says heartbreak over her death was unbearable for their family.
The stab wounds didn't just kill Susie, it killed my father.
In May of 2018, Susie was found murdered in her SUV in a mall parking lot in the Rolling Hills estate community, the first murder in the area in nearly 10 years. This photo, taken the day Susie was killed, is believed to be one of the last images of her alive. The day after her murder in 2018, a homeless man was arrested accused in her death, but then quickly released over lack of evidence.
We believe that the motivation for this crime was robbery and that Mrs. Leeds was randomly chosen.
That's when the sheriff's department pleaded with the public for information alongside her family.
Very kind, very sweet, very loving.
Great, innocent woman go through such a horrific death is certainly beyond words.
It wasn't until weeks after the crime Cherie Townsend was first arrested, the sheriff claiming circumstantial evidence, including her cell phone, found under Susie's car as proof she committed the crime. And
her cell phone was found under the woman's car. Her cell phone was found under the dead woman's car.
it wasn't until weeks after the crime Cherie Townsend was first arrested, the sheriff claiming circumstantial evidence, including her cell phone, found under Susie's car as proof she committed the crime, including cell phone data showing Townsend's car leaving the garage before Susie was found. But this is video of Townsend as she was released from jail after just 5 days. Investigators continue looking into the crime.
I was wrongfully accused of murder. I lived my life in hiding.
Later in 2018, Townsend sued LA County alleging false imprisonment and civil rights violations. She would be
civil rights violation. Y'all racist, man.
Alleging false imprisonment and civil rights violations. She would be rearrested in August of 2023, where she's been ever since.
From the district attorney to the public defender, I was very impressed.
In a weeks-long courtroom battle, prosecutors painted Townsend as desperate for money to pay for a cheerleading competition in Florida.
I could understand that everyone wants to provide for their children, but to take another human life for it is deplorable and monstrous.
Susie was a retired nurse and type 1 diabetic, awarded in helping others dealing with the disease. Her family now says they can lay their parents to rest.
We all love them very much. We're all very much going to miss them. They'll all be in our heart.
Yeah, and when Ben said this case killed his father, he truly believes that. His dad died years after Susie was killed, never got to see this day of justice. Ben, his brother, and Susie's family, they have all been in the courtroom over the process of many years. They praised the detectives for their work and said their mission now is to make sure Susie's memory is never forgotten. I'm Hunter Sowards. Back to you.
Hunter, thank you so much.
ABC7 at 5.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for ABC 7 at 5. I'm Paul Cicala.
And I'm Marcel Clark. Well, right now, all eyes are on the UTEP football team as 3 players and the team's general manager are in trouble with the law after they were arrested earlier this month. ABC 7 sports director Adrian Ochoa has been following this story all day for you and is live with the latest details. Adrian?
Yeah, Marcel, the players who were arrested are all freshmen on the UTEP football team. The charges range from possession of marijuana, evading arrest, and disorderly conduct. We'll go one by one, starting with UTEP's Kane Bowen. He was arrested by El Paso police on December 7th. He's charged with evading arrest or detention. He bonded out of jail the same day. Then there's Jordan Andrus, was arrested December 8th. Jail records show
now, these some rough-looking niggas, man. These some rough-looking Negroes, man. Shout out to Anthony Madison from down under, man. Good day, mate. These some rough-looking Negroes, man. Damn.
the date of his alleged crimes was also on December 7th. Andrus was charged with possession of marijuana and disorderly conduct that involved fighting or pushing. According to court documents obtained by ABC7, police were called out to a bar at the Cincinnati Entertainment District. They were investigating a shooting. Andrus was allegedly involved in a fight and allegedly punched a security guard. Documents state when officers tried to question him and the people he was with, the group ran off. When officers detained him, they found he had a small amount of marijuana in his pocket. He was released the same day of his arrest after paying a $192 cash bond. And next is Arion Wilkins. He was arrested on December 7th and charged with disorderly conduct that involved fighting or pushing. He also paid a cash bond of $192 and was released from jail the same day. As I mentioned, these players are all freshmen. It was their first season at UTEP this past year. Bowen is a
That's some rough looking niggas, man. Jesus Christ.
linebacker from Sherman, Texas. Andrus and Wilkins are both from Houston. Andrus is a tight end, while Wilkins is a cornerback. Now, we don't know if that incident that Andrus was involved in is the same incident that Bowen and Wilkins were involved in. We'll, of course, keep you updated. We also learned of a separate incident involving the arrest of UTEP football's general manager, Jeannie Gigliotti. He was arrested and charged with driving while intoxicated.
Yo, this is a rough program right here, man. They got some rough characters in their program, man.
On December 4th. Records show that he posted a $1,000 bond and was released the same day he was booked. He's been with the program for 2 years. A UTEP Instagram post back in May showed when he was promoted to that position of the team's general manager. His profile on UTEP's website has since been removed. When I reached out to UTEP today, I was told they would not be making any comments and that any questions should be made to the El Paso Police Department. We'll send things over to you, Paul.
All right. Damn. That's a rough group, man.
New at 6, a cautionary tale for small churches and nonprofits across the Mid-South. Who really holds the purse strings? And what happens when leadership changes?
Great question. As the Impact team's Kelly Cook discovered, a small church in Lauderdale County in West Tennessee is learning the answers to those questions the hard way.
I've always wanted a church wedding.
Sarah Miracle had one wish after her boyfriend popped the question.
I am marrying her grandson.
To exchange I-do's at the church where she and her future grandmother-in-law are both longtime members. Connect Church in the small town of Halls, Tennessee.
We had all the decorations ready. All the groomsmen, bridesmaids were ready to go.
But just days before her big day, a big surprise from the pulpit. An announcement from Pastor Ron Smith captured on cell phone 1 week before Sarah's wedding.
The church in its present condition cannot sustain itself.
Pastor Ron said dwindling membership and cash flow were forcing the church to close its doors immediately.
I've been in ministry 52 years. I have never in 52 years been through this. I've never had a church quit tithing.
Sue Kate said the pastor texted her after the announcement and said Sarah and her fiance would need to find a new venue.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart. Because they've worked hard for this. And for somebody to just come in just a week away from their wedding and do this to these kids is wrong.
The independent non-denominational church registered as a nonprofit in 1999. State records show the congregation has gone through multiple name changes and multiple pastors. In 2020, Ron Smith took over and changed the name to Connect Church. In early November, church members say it was Pastor Ron who put up these no trespassing signs and locked the church doors.
But some people act like I wanted this to happen. But that is a lie from hell.
A Facebook post confirmed Pastor Ron was leaving and starting a new job in a new town.
The first thing I said was, the shepherd is leaving. Where do the sheep go? Where do we go?
Regina Nash says Pastor Ron recruited her to Connect Church.
What really touched me, he said, I need you to come and help me build this church. That's what he said.
Nash admits membership has severely dropped in recent years, but says the congregation voted to keep the church open on the very day Pastor Ron shut it down.
This little vote you had today was not called by me or approved by me. So this little vote is null and void. Now, if you want to get together and you want to have church in this building, then you're welcome to create a new church and rent this property.
He said you could pay rent. You guys haven't paid anything on this building in years.
All we've done is pour into the building, building walls, having events. That's all we've done. There is no rent on this building.
The building has long been paid off. In this video, Pastor Ron told the congregation if they wanted to meet in the building, they'd have to pay the Connect Church Corporation, of which state records show he is the president. His wife, Donna, secretary. One day after announcing the closure of the church, Donna Smith changed the nonprofit's address to Atoka, Tennessee, some 45 minutes away, stripping any connection to the original Halls congregation and replacing old board members with new ones.
I don't know these people. Who are these people?
Nash says she didn't know what to do, so she called police. Halls police say Pastor Ron Smith and his wife did not break any laws. But during their investigation, it was revealed the Smiths had made themselves the sole signees on the church's bank account. According to a police report obtained by the impact team, the other approved signee had been removed just 2 days before the Smiths announced their departure. Church Secretary Anita Cates was that signee. She says the church had about $13,000 in the bank.
For someone handling the books, did that seem strange that he said the reasoning behind he was closing the doors was because of financial reasons?
Yes, ma'am, because we own 2 other buildings right beside us also, and property on the bypass, which could have been sold to help compensate if we did get way too low.
Property assessments value the Connect Church properties at just under $400,000. Church members we spoke with said the pastor promised any profits made off the church would not go to him, but to another nonprofit or LLC in accordance with state law. According to the Secretary of State's guidebook for Tennessee nonprofit.
Damn, yo. White pastor, man. goddamn white pastor stealing all these people money, man. Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge. We about to get into it, man. We about to get cracking in this motherfucker. You hear me?
Hey, you need to remember my words of caution. Okay, this is not, I gave everyone the opportunity to be heard. If you cannot conform to the behavior expectations I set forth, you need to leave. All right, stop. Everyone, stop. To say that I am frustrated and disappointed is an understatement. I started this hearing this morning with the warning about what I had hoped would not happen today. And it's exactly what happened. This courtroom should be able to be a safe space for justice to be accomplished for everyone involved. Now, you should be aware that people who were involved in the circumstances that took place before we broke for a significant period of time, there have been some arrests. There may be other people facing charges. If anyone so much as moves a finger out of place where I think it's jeopardizing the functioning of this courtroom, the safety of anyone in it, you will be removed from this courtroom. I had granted leeway this morning, knowing it's very cold outside. Everyone wearing a hat, take it off. Hats off. I'll wait till more people. I don't want this to fall on deaf ears with half the people missing. Hats need to be removed. That means the red hat. The red hat comes off. As I was saying, I was expressing my extreme displeasure with everything that transpired a few hours ago. I'm not going to play these games. I'm not going to have anyone's safety in this courtroom jeopardized. Do you think, Tatiana, any of the other victims would have appreciated anyone's behavior? Do you think Paris appreciates anyone's behavior in this courtroom? I guarantee not. It is absolutely ridiculous. This is a court of law. I gave you a warning this morning. So any good graces that individuals in this courtroom have been provided, you've lost those. So as I was saying, if there are any words that are mumbled, comments to the other side of the aisle that I think are inappropriate, if I hear anything, you're out. You're not going to be disrupting these proceedings. If there are movements that give me any sort of concern, you will be escorted from this courtroom. As I said, I gave the leeway this morning to have hats on given the weather. Hats need to be off. I already warned people about cell phones. I'm going to make that warning again. Cell phones need to be off, not silenced, not on vibrate, put away. I don't want to see it. If anyone in this courtroom, we've got obviously a lot more presence of law enforcement now. If anyone sees a cell phone, you can have that person escorted out of the courtroom. We're not going to be playing these games, as I said. If there are more problems in this courtroom, you may also face findings of contempt from the court. These
black folk, man. Man, what can you say, man? This white liberal woman ain't gonna do shit. They all know she ain't gonna do shit. All these motherfuckers know this white liberal woman ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. She ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Okay? Let me get to the main event, man.
Now, though, I do want to get you right back into some of the top stories that we are covering here, and viewer discretion is advised.
Look at that woman, man. Look at this woman. This is a nice looking woman, man. Full of life, loving life. Got her rescue dog. Got her rescue dog on the beach, living life to the fullest.
For some of these photos you're going to see, there's a new plea from the FBI as they look for the person responsible for a, quote, unprovoked acid attack.
Unprovoked acid attack. Now, that's something that happens in India in the third world a lot. We've been seeing a lot of acid attacks lately in America. No one's really talking about it because who wants to talk about more shit that immigrants are doing? You know what I mean? But this is very common in the third world. Very common in India. I mean, very common. They do this. This is what they do. This is like, just like, you know, you holler at a chick, she turn you down, you go get some acid and throw it in her face. That's just like what they do. Said my man Ray Wall says, them ninjas look like they fresh out of the jungle. Where's ACDC? Oh shit. I think that's Guns N' Roses, man. Welcome to the jungle. He says usually jealous, spiteful ex. Yeah. It's very common in the nether regions of the third world.
In Savannah, Georgia, that severely injured a woman. Photos provided to the Associated Press and Fox News show the 46-year-old woman in the hospital after suffering extreme burns. The FBI and Savannah police say the victim was returning to her home near Forsyth Park, a 30-acre park in the historic district, when a man wearing dark clothing walked up behind her and poured acid.
A man wearing dark clothing. So if you see a man with dark clothing, man, call the police.
Dark clothing walked up behind her and poured acid on her. The FBI Atlanta posting on social media just yesterday here with this message on your screen. They do say FBI Atlanta and the Savannah police are seeking doorbell or security camera footage from any residences in the map's highlighted area near Forsyth Park between the hours of 7 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. local time on December 10th, specifically focusing on pedestrian traffic. The public is encouraged to share any personal videos or photographs there of the incidents to the FBI in Atlanta. In the meantime,
it's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.
Of course. And I want to go kind of back to the beginning as word started to spread here about how this attack played out. What happened there in Forsyth Park? What was going through your mind as someone who was there invested in the Savannah community?
Well, what was going through my mind is Savannah over the last 30 years has really developed into a wonderful tourist-based town. And we had a rash of crime about 30 years ago when the Jivens gang kind of dominated Savannah. and it really drove down commerce and tourism. And so I became very concerned, not only for Ashley, and this is obviously a horrible thing, but we've got to, as community leaders, stand up and tell the community and send out the message that this kind of random, horrific violence, senseless violence, really doesn't have a place here, and that we're not going to tolerate it, and we are all going to do our part to shoulder this burden to make sure that we really do have justice for all, including these victims.
Okay, so person of interest.
A disturbing story right now. Tonight, an online fundraiser has raised more than $100,000 for a victim of an acid attack in Savannah. And police said that the attack appears to be random, and they're still looking for a person of interest. Here's NBC's Aaron Gilchrist.
Tonight, a Georgia woman suffering horrifying chemical burns after being attacked in a popular Savannah park. Photos from her hospital bed showing bandages around her entire head. We spoke to her son and best friend who've been by her bedside.
I don't know that I'll ever be able to unhear just the terror in her voice.
Police say the attack happened around 8 Wednesday night as Ashley Wasilewski walked through Forsyth Park after a church program.
She felt and could see in the shadow from one of the lamps in the park somebody very close to her, and she turned around and went to push him, and then just in that split second was like, why is he pouring water on me?
Within seconds, Wasilewski's clothing started disintegrating.
She looked down and she could see that her pants were burning off of her.
She was later flown to a burn center in Augusta, the FBI now working to identify that chemical that left her so badly scarred. Savannah's mayor posting this photo of what he calls a person of interest, asking the public to help identify him. Forsyth Park is an iconic tourist attraction.
Forsyth Park,
even featured in films like 1997's Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Savannah police now stepping up patrols at parks across the city and saying that based on their initial investigation, the victim does not know her attacker.
We have no evidence that this is part of a larger pattern.
Meanwhile, Wasilewski's friends and family are focused on her mental and physical recovery.
Having someone sneak up behind you at random is going to follow her for a while. I mean, it's going to be hard to deal with, and there's going to be some traumatic response to it.
Aaron Gilchrist, NBC News, Augusta, Georgia.
Absolutely horrific situation. So here's another look at Savannah PD's person of interest. If you can identify this person, contact Crime Stoppers, Savannah Crime Stoppers immediately.
Oh, man. Shocking, man. Shocking. Running around with acid, throwing it in white women's faces. Let me tell you, man, 100 years ago, man, he'd be going up in a tree. Press 1. He would be going up in a tree. He'd be hanging. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You running up on women, throwing acid in their faces. Did you probably turn him down? Maybe it just is what they said. Maybe he just down there doing that shit to white people. You know he ain't doing that shit to no niggas, but he doing that shit to white people. Holy shit. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Oh man. Hold on. Jeez.
Testing 1, 2.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is happening? Salute to everybody out there, man. See what happened to this one.
Ashley Wazaleski was on her daily walk Wednesday evening when she was attacked by a stranger. SPD says acid was thrown all over the right side of her body.
But if you could meet Ashley, I'm telling you, this girl she is just an incredible human being who would do anything for anyone. And so that's what's so hard to wrap your mind around.
Ashley's friend told WTOC that the attack felt like it was something out of a movie.
I can't describe it to you. It was a punch in the gut. It felt surreal. It truly felt like a scene out of, some Netflix show.
Karen Odie calls the attack senseless.
We should be able to walk the streets and not think that someone is going to pour some corrosive substance, let's call it acid, on our bodies and maim us and give us a lifelong, battle.
We spoke to a vendor who frequents the park. She said this is something she would never have expected to happen.
She is completely out of the ordinary for me, in my opinion, but crime is getting a little crazy around here.
SPD's initial statement said there is no threat to the public, while police continued their search for the suspect. Police Chief Lenny Gunther took to social media to address the public's concerns.
Out of an abundance of caution, we have increased patrols in our parks and in other public spaces.
I asked park vendor Sophia Dijon about the police presence she's seen out at the park today.
They're not here now, and I know that they just released a press video stating that they were going to be out and patrolling and increasing security in the park, and I don't believe that they will, but
An official had made a comment that there is not a threat to the public, and I would disagree. This individual has not been apprehended, and until they are apprehended, there is very much a threat.
Odie told us that her friend is stable, but she will now have to undergo specialized burn treatment, skin grafts, and long-term follow-up support. A tribute walk is being held this Wednesday at 8 p.m. to honor Ashley and support her during her recovery. People will come together and take a lap around Forsyth.
Wow.
We have breaking news at 6 o'clock. A turn in the investigation into the brutal acid attack in Forsyth Park. Within the past hour, Savannah police posting that message on social media saying the man dubbed as the Bugs Bunny Man in the photo released by police last week has been cleared. Police say he is not a suspect. But apparently investigators say he did provide information to them about the case. And now the victim's family is speaking out, wanting to know who is responsible. WJCL 22 News' Lydia Blackstone has the latest.
Friends and family of the victim, Ashley Wazaleski, are growing frustrated. While they weren't able to go on camera on Tuesday, they said all day they were, quote, still trying to get updates on the Bugs Bunny guy, adding that they haven't been impressed by the department. Police have said the photo that they released last week, the Bug Bunny Man, a man with a bunny on his outerwear, is no longer a suspect. The Savannah Police Department is the lead investigative agency, working in tandem with the FBI and the ATF. I spoke to a retired undercover ATF agent who worked 20-plus years here in Georgia. He says the ATF will be the ones to identify what the chemical used in the attack was.
Was this a mixture of possibly, household cleaning components, or, is this something possibly that has come from a military base or from anywhere else? But that is where ATF comes in. That's where ATF can pinpoint this, send investigators out to determine what is the origin, of this chemical, of this acid. That will allow investigators, to pin down a suspect.
And while the ATF works on what the chemical involved was, Savannah Mayor Van Johnson says FBI investigators are pinging phones that were nearby at the time of the attack.
Y'all ever watch Dateline? Yes. They always get you by the phone. They always get you by the phone. Between the door cams that are in the area, the cameras that Savannah Police already have, we're going to be able to figure this out.
The victim's family says Ashley is, quote, hanging in there. The progress is hard, slow, and very painful, adding that she's strong. As for the help that the victim could be in this case to identifying the person that did this to her, I spoke to her friends and family. They say she didn't even see the person when they attacked her here in Forsyth Park. Reporting from downtown Savannah, Lydia Blackstone, WJCL 22 News.
Lydia Blackstone, thank you. We're finding out, of course, that the victim is being treated at the Augusta Burn Center, and we're told that she is in stable condition. Right now, an FBI database is collecting tips, including photos and videos, as part of its investigation.
This is shameful, man. People are coming. I don't know if that son man is from America or he's not, but he's coming to America, or he's in here and he's throwing acid on white women. Jesus Christ. Look at this one. Look at this one.
New details tonight in the hunt for the suspect in the disturbing attack in Chinatown last Friday night involving sulfuric acid. Take a look at your screen. HPD investigators have identified 34-year-old Marquise Johnson as the suspect that left a 30-year-old man in critical condition. Johnson is considered dangerous, and if you see him, do not approach him. Instead, you're asked to call 911 immediately.
Well, family of the Chinatown acid attack victim are speaking out today on how the 30-year-old man is recovering after the random assault. Our Kristen Concilio has that story tonight.
Chinatown cook Latson Robert may never be the same again after losing vision in one eye and being severely burned in what authorities say was an unprovoked acid attack.
It's not clear, like he can't really see. Blurry, it's like blurry.
His sister's still in shock by the horrific assault shortly before midnight on August 8th that left her baby brother in critical condition.
I was devastated. He doesn't want to tell me the details, but because I have like a heart condition, so he doesn't want to worry me that much. But just looking at him, I can tell that he's in pain.
Honolulu prosecutors charged Marquise Johnson with first-degree assault, accusing him of throwing acid on Latson's face and body on North Hotel Street.
Think about this, man. That's terrifying. Who wants to live in a world where, who wants to live in a country where people are just throwing acid on people? That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Like, if this becomes normal here, if this becomes something that like people, want to learn about so they can do it, and you see the numbers continue to grow with this stuff, no one wants to live in the country where people are just going around throwing acid in people's faces. Like, that's some wild shit, man. That's some wild ass shit. Salute to Gouchman Low. He says, we need the Temptation Silent Night. Yeah, that's a great song. Great song.
You didn't know that guy. But I keep asking him, do you like talk to him somewhere or meet him somewhere? And you forgot. He said no. The only thing he told me that he went inside the cooler to grab the eggs and came back out, that the guy threw the acid on him.
Authorities say Johnson used sulfuric acid in the attack on Latson.
He's a shy person. He doesn't talk that much. Just when we talk to him, he'll respond, but he's not that type of person who will hurt anybody.
Jeez.
Developing tonight, new video shows the shocking attack on an elderly woman standing outside the King County Courthouse. A man armed with a board that had a spike through it hit the 75-year-old woman in the face, blinding her. KOMO's Jeremy Harris spoke with the woman's family.
Jesus Christ. You hear this shit? You hear that shit?
Developing tonight, new video shows the shocking attack on an elderly woman standing outside the King County Courthouse. A man armed with a board that had a spike through it hit the 75-year-old woman in the face, blinding her. KEMO's Jeremy Harris spoke with the woman's family and uncovered disturbing details about the suspect's reputation for attacking people on 3rd Avenue in downtown Seattle. Jeremy?
Yeah, Jeanette Markin came down here to pick up a food order in Pioneer Square when she was attacked. Now, I just got videos through a public records request that show what happened. We're going to pause the video before she's actually hit. But what really stood out to me was from police body camera video showing there were obvious warning signs about this suspect before the attack. It's just before noon on December 5th outside the King County Courthouse in Seattle. That's 75-year-old Jeanette Markin standing on the corner, and police say this is Fali Peya walking up with a stick in his hand when out of nowhere.
Fali Peya. So he's probably some kind of fucking Samoan or something.
Where he attacks her. Jeanette is knocked to the ground. Bystanders take a picture of the suspect, then rush to help Jeanette. The full scope of what happened wasn't clear yet. Police arrested Peya a block away and found the weapon, this wooden board with a screw through the end of it. Police say that screw went through Jeanette's eye.
Who is this guy? Is he? He's a regular. He usually punches. I guess today he decided to escalate things way worse than his usual. Where is he usually? He's usually just up and down 3rd.
As paramedics race her to the hospital, it becomes obvious police know Fali Peya well.
Do you have the suspect's ID? Yeah, suspect's ID. He's being searched right now. Yeah. You know him? Oh, he's notorious for random assaults on 3rd.
Court records show Peya had multiple prior convictions for assault, including stabbing someone 8 times at a party.
Was that? I take no chances. And it's not her responsibility to know like what parts are good, what parts are like she cannot walk there.
Andreas Virikis is Jeanette Markham's son. How's your mother doing?
Right now, she's out of the 2nd surgery.
After several surgeries, she's been told she won't recover sight in her eye and may need even more reconstructive surgeries.
To take like a wood club with nails and just no, I'm gonna hit her with all the force on her face is like that's not someone you can recover or help. I don't understand that.
Her attack is the latest act of horrific street violence near 3rd and James. A man was shoved into a door and killed just across the street. And earlier this year, 2 people were shot at the same intersection. There are multiple homeless and drug treatment centers on the block, and city and county leaders have pledged for years to clean up the area and make people feel safer. Jeanette's family says whatever's being done isn't enough to keep people like her safe.
I want someone to at least say to my mom, hey, we're working on this. We're trying to fix this. Like, I know, yeah, he's unusual. Like, usual what? Attacking people? Civilians? Like, what the hell is wrong with your system?
Fali Peya is being held in the King County Jail with a bail of $1 million, and he is scheduled to appear back in court for a competency hearing later this month. Reporting live in Seattle, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
Jeremy, truly a horrific, unprovoked attack on this innocent woman. And she lost her eye because of this. I think a lot of people will watch your story and having heard that soundbite where they say this is an individual notorious for random attacks. What happened in those prior cases?
Well, Mary, that's such a good question, and it's one that I'm also asking as well, because jail records show that police had him in and out of jail multiple times this year. In fact, 8 jail bookings, and only in one of those cases was I able to find that criminal charges were actually filed. So that's a question that we're going to be following up with prosecutors both at the county and the city for.
Jeremy, thank
you.
A powerful...
We're not talking about... Wow. What a crazy world this is becoming, man. As far as America being attacking, we can't let this become normal, man. We can't let this become normal. We have to fight against acid attacks. Come on, man. This is crazy. This is bananas, man. I'm sure like Look, Trump's in all these cities. There's nothing you can do more than that. He's putting the National Guard in these cities. He's doing this, he's doing that. But if somebody wants to throw acid in somebody's face, there's very little you can do to stop it. There's very little you can do to stop it if somebody really wants to put acid in your face. If somebody wants to throw acid in your face, it's very, very. This one right here. Everybody hit the like button, man. Support the channel, man. Shall I take the $5 challenge? We're trying to get 20 people to take the $5 challenge, man. Just take the challenge, man. Challenge yourself.
अरे वही तो मैं कह रही थी It's okay. मेरे को ना बोलती है
Think about that shit, man. Think about that shit, man. Over there, man. That's why it's crazy that women are the main ones that and listen, I get why women want to import men because they want to diversify their gene pool. They want to have, they want to have their pick of men. They want a larger selection of men. That's the intuitive reason. The cave woman reason why women are always in favor of mass immigration. Like you always see that wherever you are, wherever you go, women will be the ones that are like, spearheading the mass immigration because they want a diverse gene pool for their future kids. They want, more men to choose from as far as mates. It's all scientific, you know what I mean? But what happens is we're not living in the jungle. We're not living in, an unregulated, primitive society. We're living in, advanced societies. And in order to keep these societies afloat, man, you can't import people with IQs in the 70s, man. You know what I mean? You can't import these people into your country because they deal with things differently. They deal with their glandular response to being slighted or being curved by a woman. They don't have the ability to, respond to those things any other way than with, anger and negativity because they have low IQs. Salute to my man Gary Goose. He said, man, take the fucking challenge, man. Take the motherfucking challenge. Let's see if we get some people to put something big on this. Some people drop a 50 on here, man. Drop 100 on here, man. Stop playing, man. Support this channel. We the only ones gonna show you this shit. Everybody, other people may talk about it, but then they don't have the worldliness, man. They don't understand the world. Other YouTubers don't have the breadth of knowledge of the world, and that's okay. That's all right. It's okay. They don't understand human nature either. You know what I mean? They don't understand human nature. They don't understand the world. They don't understand why things are happening. That's why you come here, man. I'm gonna break it down for you. Women are always for mass immigration, and the mass immigration is always men. You notice that? In countries where women have rights, In countries where women have rights. Let me just go ahead and let me go ahead and put my motherfucking preacher robe on, man. Let me put my preacher robe on, man. Let me put my preacher robe on, man. You feel me? Let me put my preacher robe on, man. Let me go ahead. Listen. In countries where women have rights, where they're not oppressed, like Western countries where women are not forced to undergo mutilations, where they're not forced to wear sheets over their head with 2 little eye holes, where they're not forced to, stay in the house and can't be educated, where women are forbidden to be educated. In countries where women have rights, where they can vote, where they can leave the house, where they're protected by, law enforcement and laws, those countries always, the immigration coming to those countries is almost always military age men. Press 1. The immigration in those countries is almost always predominantly military age men. Okay? Predominantly military age men in those countries where women have rights and women can vote, where they have autonomy over their bodies, they can have abortions, they can, they can divorce, they can have divorces, domestic violence laws and stuff like that. Okay? Whenever in all of those countries, and you can just think about which ones they are in the world, the immigration coming to those countries, the people behind it, the people pushing it, the people protesting for it, the people supporting it are majority of the time women. And the people that are being immigrated into the country are almost all military age men. Nobody ever talks about that. Nobody ever talks about that. Okay? Nobody ever talks about that. Of course, women who have freedom, sexually liberated women who, you can't even slut shame a woman in America. You can't kink shame a woman. Women that have freedom. They're not under the thumb of their father or another male in the family. They don't have to ask permission for anything. They can have sex whoever they want. They can enjoy sex. They can they live fully liberated lives. Those women are always pushing for military age men from other places to be just funneled into the country. And we say, oh yeah, but these men come over and they, rape skyrockets and assault skyrocket when these women are not thinking about it like rationally. They're thinking about it primally. This is a primal urge that women have. And it's suppressed in a lot of societies. A lot of societies suppress this. A lot of societies suppress this through what is called oppression. But when societies don't suppress that, the women ultimately force the society to import military-age men from all over the world. That's what's happening in the West, man. Everybody hit the like button too. Smash that like button. Salute to Serious Black Thought. He says, if big-breasted, big boobs, single women were flooding into the country, immigration would end the next day. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. They have a problem with mail order wives. Remember the mail order wives from Eastern Europe? Women had a problem with that. Women had a problem with mail order wives. American Western women. They had a problem with that. They have a problem with passport bros. They have a problem with that. They don't like it when women come to the country. They call it human trafficking. And they complain about power imbalances. And they pass laws. Okay? It's a wicked game Western women run on us, man. It's a wicked game they run on us. Press 1, man. They be running some wicked game on us, man. Nobody sees it, man. But yeah, let's get back to this, man. Back to the lesson at hand.
अरे वही तो मैं कह रही थी. It's okay. मेरे को ना बोलती है.
किसी ने देखा नहीं उसको?
मैंने देखा था. ये था.
चल अंदर.
पुलिस को बता देना. चल भाग. कुदरत सारी तेरे सहारे तू ही उगाए चांद सितारे.
Little girls gotta learn how to fight and shit. And they talk about America like it's such a bad place. Women talk about America like it's a bad place. But these other countries are 1,000 times worse for women and little girls. Press 1. This could never happen in America.
जलता है सूरज तेरे तपिश में तू ही ना जाने तेरे करिश्मे जो लाखों आसमां है थामे तो वो जमीन रोशनी से भरी कहकशा तू मेरी कहकशा तू मेरी.
Yeah, man, they
दो 2010 में मुझे डिवोर्स मिल गया, फिर उसके बाद 2011 में 11 फरवरी को मेरे ऊपर एसिड डाला था. मैं घर पर ही थी, खाना बना रही थी, शाम के टाइम 6:30 पौने 7 का टाइम था. तब उसने ये धमकी दी थी कि मैं कुछ ऐसा कर दूंगा कि तुम जिंदगी भर याद रखोगे. पहले यही होता था कि बंदूक ली, गोली मार दी, बस यही होगा कि सामने बैठा हूँ, क्या करेगा, गोली मारेगा, सामने बैठा हूँ, कह रहे नहीं मैं इससे भी भयानक करूंगा. तब एसिड अटैक मैंने सुना भी नहीं था. जब वो एसिड डाला तो मुझे ऐसा लगा ये गर्म पानी है बिल्कुल, तो मैं बोली क्या बदतमीजी है. लेकिन जब वो जलाने लगा तब मुझे पता चला मेरे साथ कुछ गलत हुआ. मैंने तब चिल्लाना स्टार्ट किया.
Wait, let me move this. You can't see that subtitle. Let me move this so you can see the subtitles. It's so common over there to get acid thrown in your face. It's so common over there, like it's like the knockout game or some shit like that, or like getting carjacked. It's common. Now they have a lot of people. They have 1 billion people over there, but it's common.
दूंगा कि तुम जिंदगी भर याद रखोगे. पहले यही होता था कि बंदूक ली, गोली मार दी, बस यही होगा कि सामने बैठा हूँ, क्या करेगा, गोली मारेगा, सामने बैठा हूँ, कह रहे नहीं मैं इससे भी भयानक करूंगा. तब एसिड अटैक मैंने सुना भी नहीं था. जब वो एसिड डाला तो मुझे ऐसा लगा ये गर्म पानी है बिल्कुल, तो मैं बोली क्या बदतमीजी है. लेकिन जब वो जलाने लगा तब मुझे पता चला मेरे साथ कुछ गलत हुआ. मैंने तब चिल्लाना स्टार्ट किया. चिल्लाने के बाद मेरे पास भीड़ बहुत आई थी, आसपास बहुत लोग खड़े थे, मैं देख रही थी, पर कोई आगे ही नहीं आया था कि मेरी हेल्प कर सके.
तो मेरे ऊपर अटैक मेरे कजिन ब्रदर ने करवाया था. 1,25,000.
She was taxed by her cousin. This woman was her cousin threw acid in her face.
ठीक है. और लेकिन उसके बाद मेरे अंदर चेंज आया था अटैक के बाद. तो ये वो था कि मुझे स्पोर्ट्स बहुत पसंद था, मेरा वो छूट गया. सबसे ज्यादा मुझे वो लगता है, मेरा पढ़ाई छूटे. बट वो सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आई और अब भी.
I wonder what they used to do before the white man, because you know these niggas, these motherfuckers they didn't have acid before the white man. Press 1. These people didn't have acid before the white man. They probably used to throw boiling water in women's faces. You know what I mean? Because these motherfuckers, these primitive motherfuckers didn't have no fucking acid. Or maybe they would like make some concoction out of like some kind of herbs or something. You know what I mean? Maybe some kind of plant or something, or some kind of shit like that. But they didn't have acid. Acid is synthetic. These motherfuckers didn't have anything synthetic. Nothing synthetic in their society before white man. So I wonder what they used to throw on women's faces before the white man invented acid. Even though the white man didn't invent acid for that purpose, but I wonder what they used to throw on women's faces, because you know this ain't something that, you know, this ain't something that just started. This is like them. This is their this is their DNA and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is their DNA. They threw poop. Yeah, but poop ain't really gonna like scar you. The thing is to scar the woman because they have a lot of beautiful women over there. It really only happens to beautiful women. They don't do this to ugly women. They do this to beautiful women. You know what I mean? This is done to beautiful women. or pretty girls, little pretty girls and shit. Is they don't do it to like ogres and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this shit to ogres. They do this shit to shit is crazy, man. And we got American men gotta be told how fucking sexist and misogynist we are and how horrible we are. American men gotta be told all the time how awful we are. We're the worst men on the planet.
मैं कंटिन्यू ऑपरेशन करा रही, मेरे 8 ऑपरेशन हो चुके हैं और अभी और भी फेस करने हैं मुझे।
आईसीयू में 1 महीने करीब रही हूँ आईसीयू में। मेरे
Damn, what the fuck did he throw on? Oh shit, fucked her whole body up. Shit, look at her. Look at her, man. Fucking A, man. You said any females who were, what you say, Ben? I wasn't following what y'all was saying in the comment section. You said any female who were deemed irregular were added to the sati. I don't think people understand know what sati is. Sati is when in India, and before the white man came to India, when a man died, they built a big pyre, a big like a fire, like with logs, and it's a big fire, like a huge bonfire, like big, right? Really, really big, like the size of a fucking like jungle gym or something like that, or a bounce house or something, right? And then they would throw the wife on there. The wife would have to burn to death when the husband died. That was their custom. So anytime a husband died, his wife had to be thrown on the pyre, because they would burn the husband's body on the pyre, his dead body, and the wife had to jump on the funeral pyre. She had to jump on there, and if she didn't jump on there, they threw her on there. Yeah, widow burning. You said it wasn't always the widow who went on the funeral pyre? On the wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Look what they do to these girls over there, man. This shit is barbaric, man. We're importing these people into America. These men that do this shit. A lot of men who do this shit are coming to America. This shit is barbaric, man. This shit is barbaric. These people are barbarians, man. And listen, their culture, I'm not one of the people that say, hey, it's their culture, let them do it. I think they should try to stop it in their country. I don't think they should just let this go on in their country, but under no circumstances do you flood your country with these people, because these people are not like, this is not abnormal to them. Like a young Indian man thinks it's normal if a pretty girl rejects him, and he can't stand to see her with somebody else. He don't want to see that pretty girl that just rejected him with somebody else. So he throw acid in her face. That's like normal. That's like a nigga in the hood saying, "Bitch, fuck you, man." Like you get I remember we used to get curved. We used to throw shit at bitches, or just be like, "Fuck you, bitch, you dirty ass bitch." Not saying that we did that all the time, but a nigga's known to do that, man. Nigga known to do that shit. I did that shit too, man. I used to do that shit. I'm ashamed of myself, man. I didn't do it all the time, but sometimes I'll be like, "Man, fuck you, dirty ass bitch." Cuss the bitch out and everything. If she ain't give me her number. Terrible, man. Wild niggas, man. Niggas wild back in the day, man. Just off the chain, man. But that's their version of that. Yeah, and white people get flack, but white people stop them from doing a lot of this shit. White people stop them from doing this shit. If it wasn't for white people, they would still be doing this crazy shit.
हम लोग को कोई शौचालय नहीं है। नहर पे जाते हैं जंगल में। लेटरिन के ऊपर लेटरिन करो, कोई निकलता कोई कहते हो, शर्म भी लगती है, वो क्या करे। इधर जाते हैं लेटरिन करन तो आदमी वहीं बैठे थे बराबर में और लेडीज भी। हमारी बहन हमारी मम्मी इधर आते हैं लेटरिन करने, लड़के भी आते हैं, तो ये लोग बुरी नजरों से देखते हैं इधर, इसीलिए हमें बुरा लगता है। 10-10 रुपए लेते हैं, नहीं देते तो लेटरिन नहीं करने देते, कहते जाओ बाहर करो।
अच्छा, और वो सरकारी है?
सरकारी है भैया, हाँ सरकारी।
These are the voices of women.
They defecate. Oh, they got a open defecation problem in India too.
Women from Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh. Ghaziabad is.
It's not a problem. It's only a problem because the white man taught them how to build cities and shit. If they were living the way they were, it wouldn't be a problem. It would just be biodegradable. But when you create cities with concrete and asphalt everywhere, and a standard of living, you raise the standard of living, people just pooping anywhere, it becomes a problem. It wouldn't have been a problem before, but now it's a problem.
Part of the National Capital Region. Yet, when we went to many places in Ghaziabad, we found that people were struggling for even basic facilities. They told us shocking stories on how they have to practice open defecation, how they walk for kilometers for using a public convenience, how the people who manage public toilets have to be bribed, how women have to openly defecate on fields along with men watching over them, and sometimes how women and men have to defecate together, at times squatting next to each other on a field, setting aside their sense of self-respect and honor out of sheer compulsion and helplessness. This is Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaking in 2019 to mark the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. In 2019, the Prime Minister declared that India was free from open defecation. During this speech, he also went on to say that even rural Indians themselves have gone on to declare that they are free from the problem of open defecation.
साथियों, आज ग्रामीण भारत ने, वहां के लोगों ने खुद को खुले में शौच से मुक्त घोषित किया है। स्वेच्छा से, स्वप्रेरणा से और जन भागीदारी से चल रहे स्वच्छ भारत अभियान की ये शक्ति भी है और सफलता का स्रोत भी है।
But to know the reality of the country's Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we don't have to go far. Very close to the corridors of power in Delhi, in Ghaziabad, which technically falls under UP, but is part of the National Capital Region, we found despairing residents speaking about how they are forced to openly defecate even in a city like Ghaziabad.
पब्लिक स्कूल पास से यहाँ पे हम लोग झुग्गी झोपड़ी में रह रहे हैं, हम लोग को कोई शौचालय नहीं है। शौचालय की दिक्कत यही है कि नहर पे जाती हूँ लेट्रिन करने के लिए, अच्छा खराब आदमी रास्ते में मिलते हैं, अंधेरे में जाते हैं, जंगल रहते बड़ा जंगल में बैठ के जाते हैं। यहाँ रहने से हमें कम से कम कहते हैं 30-32 साल हो गया
और 30-32 साल से कोई शौचालय नहीं?
कोई शौचालय नहीं है।
Poor hygiene and, of course, the lack of sanitation facilities are serious problems in India if you've ever travelled there. According to several estimates, half of India's billion-plus population does not have access to toilets, leaving people with no choice but to go outdoors.
Yeah, people who clean up after them are called manual scavengers. And though the practice has been banned in India, it still does exist. This is a difficult subject matter to discuss, but it's an important public health issue.
Yeah, here's Malika Kapoor with a report that we'd like to inform you has some unsettling images.
Early morning in Mumbai. The city stirs to life. Everyone gets down to business. These children to theirs, and Ganesh Shinde to his. Cleaning up human excreta from the city's streets. It's called manual scavenging. I don't like it, but I have to do this to feed my family, he says. What Shinde sweet.
No gloves. That shit is fucking crazy. Think about how crazy that shit is. No gloves, no hazmat suit. People just shit everywhere. Like, that's just an open road. Somebody just shat right there. Salute to my man, Eric S, man. Eric S in the building, man. Shout out to Eric S. I remember I called a woman a B in the club while I was living in Nashville as a youngster because I didn't get her number. Not sure how she heard me. Yeah, man. Niggas foul, man. Niggas is fucked up back in the day, man. When you think about the shit you did. You know what I mean? Different standard. Yeah, different standard of living, man. Yeah, I feel bad about some of the shit I did in the past, man. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Calvin, aka the real MVP, coming through once again.
His partner scoops up their equipment, a broom and tin plate. No gloves, no boots, sometimes a mask. It's tough to take a break. Since they belong to the lowest rung of India's caste system, Shinde says food vendors often turn them away. Sometimes someone will sell them a cup of tea, provided they stand outside. Though the government banned manual scavenging back in 1993, it still exists. You can see it every day here on the streets of Mumbai. 130 million households lack toilets in India. And according to Human Rights Watch, hundreds of thousands of low-caste Indians clean excreta from open toilets, drains, manholes, and gutters. And gutter.
This shit, yo. Barry B is in the building. Salute to Barry B. Barry B is in the building. Yo. Yo.
Many people have a peg of alcohol before they go down a manhole, Shinde tells me. They have to numb their senses. It's a dirty and difficult task, but it's also a serious health hazard. Life expectancy is low and many workers develop health complications on the job. Done with his work, Shinde heads home. He doesn't take the bus. When people see his uniform, they turn away because I smell, he says, so it's easier if I walk. At home, he takes a bath right away to get rid of the dirt on his body, to wash off the stigma associated with his work. Malika Kapoor, CNN, Mumbai.
This man is diving into a sewer filled with toxic waste to unclog pipes. It's one of the deadliest jobs in all of South Asia. In India, Parmeshwar Kumar has been doing this job for 36 years. This kind of work is technically illegal here, but many say they have no other option.
सर अंदर उतरते हैं तो बुरा सा तो लगता ही है कि यार क्या जिंदगी हो गई नरक में उतर के सर दे करके मतलब काम कमाना खाना पड़ रहा है.
Yo, this shit is bananas, yo. This dude got dignity, though. I give this dude dignity, man. Think about it. Like, he'll go do this for his family. He'll go do this to provide for his family. This is a real man. I don't want to rob this dude of his dignity. He's a real man. He's a real fucking man, yo. His immune system is on 1,000. He need to be studied. He been doing this for 36 years. He need to be studied. His immune system is probably, you could probably study him and or take his cells and shit and, you know, make some kind of medicine from that shit. His immune system is, he's like a, what's going on, man? Hot Black, man. What's cracking, man?
You know, I'm just got off my shift at, you know, cleaning human shit out of the gutter and, you know, came home, take a shower and hop on Ock Nation.
Yo, man, I don't even like stepping in shit with shoes on, man. This motherfucker's going down in a fucking swamp.
You know how they talk about, like, don't go into a manhole because there might be some gas and shit that might, like, kill you? Like, what,
yeah.
What's going on in here? Because you would think that would be a problem here, too, but this guy's been doing it for 35 years.
This shit crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you,
society is
man.
just so much better over there.
They're stuck in these jobs partly because they're Dalit, the lowest Hindu caste. But that class system was outlawed more than 70 years ago in India.
Yo.
So why are Dalits still stuck in some of the dirtiest and riskiest jobs?
Why did they got to get into it to do that shit? Couldn't they just take, like, a long pole?
Well, I mean,
you know, start around a little bit from, like, without actually wading into it.
You know what, man? I'm gonna go off on a limb and say that if they didn't have to go down there, they wouldn't. So they must have to do, like,
there must be a reason.
Yeah, like they can't
you wouldn't do that
like,
shit otherwise.
They don't have the tools. Like, you acting like they got, like, state-of-the-art equipment.
Well, they got that little metal thing and they got that big wouldn't stick.
Yeah, so it's like, yo, like I bet you this dude wouldn't go down there if he didn't have to.
Yeah, if like all of Indian society didn't hate him because he was
Dark skin and
dark
shit.
skin, yeah.
Yeah. And then they come over here and the first thing they do is talk about how racist white people are. That shit is diabolical.
But you gotta live in the sewers when you're dark skinned in India.
That should be diabolical. They are hell spawns for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, there's really like no more racist group than Indians.
yeah, they're the most racist people on the
You want to talk about
planet.
institutionalized racism?
Caste system.
It is an
Like, this guy
institution.
could never rise above. Like, there's the society has made
Even
it
after
where-
death.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro, you ain't getting out of it like that.
Yo, if he married a woman of another caste, like somebody would murder him.
What woman would marry him?
Well, sometimes it happens, but then the guy gets like the family will murder the guy.
Get acid thrown in his face.
In the world. Every day starts the same way for Parmeshwar. He gets ready for work.
I know you're not
and
combing
prays
your
to
hair
the
before
gods.
going to jump in the sewer.
मैं घर से सुबह निकलता हूँ ना तो मेरे घर में मेरे बच्चों को पता नहीं है कि मैं घर में घुसूंगा या नहीं घुसूंगा.
That motherfucker do look like some dude named Leroy, man.
Yeah.
कि मैं घर में घुसूंगा या नहीं घुसूंगा.
He gathers his tools and heads out for the day. He already has a list of customers who need his services. Today's drain is trickier because the government has sealed off the sewer entrance. So he has to hammer through the cement to reach the blockage. If he can't reach it with the bamboo stick or metal rod, he has to climb down himself. That's the most dangerous part of his day. A lot can go wrong when he's down there.
Oh, man.
मेरे पैर पे सीवर का ढक्कन भी गिर सकता है, मेरा पैर भी टूट सकता है और मुझे गैस भी लग सकती है, मेरा सांस भी घुट सकता है, मैं सीवर के अंदर मर भी सकता हूँ, मेरा हाथ फट जाता है, शीशे लग जाते हैं, है ना, और कोनी ओनी छिल जाती है मेरी.
Oh, man, if you get a cut
कई
down
बारी
there,
मेरा
you're
ध्यान
in
चूक
trouble.
जाता है और मैं चल
You're
रहा
not
हूँ
him.
और मेरे 2-3 बारी चोट भी आ गई, सीवर में पैर चला गया, मेरा आधा हिस्सा बाहर और आधा अंदर, मेरे पैर में भी चोट लगी, मेरे यहाँ साइड में भी बैक में भी चोट लगी.
It takes Parmeshwar about 2 hours to fix a clogged sewer. Plastic bags, hair, and anything else that's thrown down the drains can get stuck in the pipes. More than 5,000 miles of sewer lines stretch across the capital and surrounding areas. They're poorly maintained and falling apart. Because it's so dangerous, the Indian government banned this kind of work in 2013. But
So
it's still happening.
the solution to this is to just cover
हमारे
up the
बहुत से कई
sewers.
लोग मर गए सीवर के अंदर.
They just don't get it
I
over
mean,
there,
there really
man.
is no solution. There's no solution. It's kind of like you got 1 billion people over there, like half of them are dumb as like a fucking Macau monkey and shit. And it's like, yo, you just fucking trying to make it, man. You know what I'm saying?
But
Take the $5 challenge, support the channel, put 50 on it, put 100 on it, support the channel. We in the
$1,000
building,
challenge.
man. Exposing these goddamn. Listen, this guy right here, I am not knocking. I look at this guy and I'm in awe of him.
Got a highly advanced
salute
immune
him.
system.
Yeah, I salute his. I salute his. You know how dudes, people will be like, man, yeah, man, I've been through a lot. Nah, man, you ain't been through nothing.
People
You
are like,
ain't been
oh, it'd
through
be
nothing.
horrible to be a garbage man.
Yeah, somebody be like, yeah, man, my nigga's tough as hell, man. You know, that's a tough guy. No, you're not a tough guy. This is a tough guy. This
Being a
is a
garbage
tough
man's
guy.
like working in Buckingham Palace compared to this.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. This guy. Yo, you can't fuck with this guy. He is higher on the tough guy pantheon than anybody you know. Nobody you know. He doesn't Earl. Like, he doesn't just convulsively just throw up. Like, I would throw up just off of like
being in the
the
vicinity of
thought
that
of
thing.
it. Yeah.
Being on that
I just
street.
Yeah, I just start vomiting and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what they say when you go to India. It's just the
सीवर
air
वालों में
smells
काम
so
करते
fucking
थे वो
bad.
Oh, outside? Damn, that's
Yeah, like you step at the
crazy.
airport and it's just fuck. You're fucked.
Fuck me, man.
Research has shown that 80% of Indian sewage workers die before the age of 60 because of health problems. One time, Parmeshwar thought he would be next. He got stuck inside of a clogged pipe.
वो भगवान का शुक्र रहा कि वो नजदीक में प्लम्बर की दुकान थी, उन्होंने जल्दी से वो छैनी हथौड़े से वो पाइप को काट करके वो मलबा निकाला, तब मेरा हाथ बाहर आया.
Parmeshwar's skin is also fully exposed. He doesn't wear much to protect himself because he can't afford it.
कभी कोई बिच्छू काट जाए, कभी कोई कान खजूरा काट जाए.
And he's gotten hurt at work.
ये मेरे दांत टूटे पड़े, वो पाइप एकदम से छूट करके हाथ से और मेरे मुंह पे आके लगा, और मैं कई महीने खाना खाने से भी परेशान रहा.
He used to work for the government, but it didn't pay well. So nowadays, he relies on referrals.
एरिया के अंदर जहाँ मैं घूमता हूँ मेरा नंबर बटा हुआ है, और लगता है कि उनको कि यार उस बंदे को बुलाना चाहिए, तो वो मुझे फोन कर देते हैं, तो इस तरीके से मेरी दाल रोटी चल जाती है.
He gets about 5 jobs a month, bringing in 12,000 rupees. That's about $150.
नहीं, मेरी मेहनत के हिसाब से जो मेरी मेहनत है, मेरे नजरिए में वो पैसे मिलते नहीं हैं, लेकिन मजबूरी है, करना पड़ता है.
Parmeshwar is Dalit, which means he's at the very bottom of the Hindu caste system. For centuries, people like him were treated like outcasts, forced to work in the least desirable jobs like cleaning sewers and picking trash.
It's still going on.
India's caste system was officially abolished in 1950. But Dalits, who make up 25% of the population, are still stuck in risky jobs.
25% of the population, they got like, what, 2 billion people over there? There's
Yeah.
500 million of these motherfuckers.
So did they just get rid of the other castes but keep this one, or what? Because it doesn't seem like this one went away.
Yeah, they probably did that with pressure, white people pressured them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Usually when countries do stuff or make laws, these third world countries, they don't enforce them. They just do it to placate the white people.
Yes, they get that sweet, sweet trade deal.
Yeah. See, white people are so evil, they won't trade with you if you abuse certain parts of your population.
It's fucked up.
White people are just fucked up, man. Yeah, man. God damn it, man.
Like these. They are considered so impure that they are not allowed to share the same space as people of higher castes.
किसी के घर में काम करने जाते हैं, वो कहते हैं भैया इसको हाथ मत लगाना, चप्पल बाहर उतार के आओ, जूते बाहर
Yeah, I
उतार
mean,
के.
I can understand people not wanting you to touch shit. I mean, like,
You swim in sewer shit all day long.
it's like, it's just like, you know, it's a cycle, man. Like, yes, it's fucked up that you're in that cast, but yeah, don't touch my shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel bad for you, but
Don't touch me, don't touch my shit, don't, you know what I'm saying? You smell like shit, nigga. Get the fuck away from me, you know what I'm saying?
probably smell him from like a couple miles off.
Definitely. Salute to Amazing Disgrace, man. He says, on a lighter note, has anyone heard the uncensored Grinch song with the accompanying animation? Funny as hell. Oh no, I haven't heard the uncensored Grinch song. I gotta check that out, man. Yeah, this is nasty work. Yo, this is literally nasty work, yo. What the fuck, man?
Like, does this shit I don't know. I don't feel like I've seen this in other countries. Just like this specific kind of thing. Obviously, they got a lot of fucked up shit going on too, but
yeah, I mean, this sucks, man. You feel bad for this guy. This fucking sucks. All right, this fucking sucks, man. Let's. We know how much it sucks. It's just so much fucked up shit over there, right?
70-year-old Basanti Meghwar spends her days making bricks to pay off a debt. So does her son Punjo, his wife,
They're paying off a debt.
Their son
this is
Dilip.
literally like the 1500s.
It's the only life the 12-year-old has ever known.
Think about how his back is gonna be shot. Like he you know what I'm saying? Like he's bending over doing that shit all day.
12 hours a day.
The family borrowed money from the owner of the brick kiln more than 2 decades ago to pay a hospital bill.
Holy shit.
So fuck.
Man.
This is fucking barbaric. This
You get
is like
catch a cold over there and you can be working that shit off in the brick slavery kilns for the next 2 decades.
That's fucked up, yo. This is medieval.
Turns out there is something worse than the American healthcare system.
I'm telling you. And we got to hear about how terrible we are.
I mean, it's not great, but it beats the fuck out of this.
Now, they spend long days breathing in dust under the scorching desert sun and firing bricks in massive underground kilns.
Flies like literally flying around it.
And they don't know if they'll ever get out of here. The owner of the kiln tells them he's keeping half of the money they earn to make payments on their loan. But Punjo hasn't seen the contract since he signed with his thumbprint 23 years ago. And there's no record of how much is left to pay.
Oh, yaad hai kone.
The Meghwars are among the millions of people in Pakistan who spend their lives making bricks to pay off debts to wealthy landowners.
You remember
These
how like
bricks will
white
be
people
used in
banned debt
construction
slavery?
projects.
Yeah, white people would probably try to ban this, but you know, they probably just this is probably like something they're doing. Like, look, the white people are trying to expose it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're
this
playing that
documentary.
racist ass music in the background too.
Yeah, it's just white people, man. I would hope white people don't rage when they finally hit the boiling point. You know what I mean? I hope they handle it well, because if white people really fucking just collectively be like, yo, we've been had, like being had like that, like remember I told you about the girl I had that I was taking over to another nigga's house, but I thought I was taking it to her cousin's house for a period of time. Like the rage, you know what I mean? When I found out what I was doing, like I'm just glad that I'm not doing 30 years in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like white people are being had, you know what I'm saying? Like they're being called racist, they're being blamed for everything. You know what I mean?
But they're the only ones who've ever done anything about it.
Exactly. And it's like if they collectively realize that they've been had like that, the rage you feel when you've been conned or taken advantage of, it's murderous. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh man, stupid me, I should have known better. No, the rage is like, yo, retribution. You know what I mean?
It's hard on a grand scale, I think, because it's not personal like that most of the time. But I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, but there's a collective spirit. Like peoples have a collective mind. You know what I mean?
I do think that there's a shift towards like, we got to just stop giving a shit about all this. You can't fucking fix this shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could. It not caring about it is hard when you're importing all of them into your country. Because now you really have to care about it because they're there. Now it was easy to not care when they were in their own country, but now that you've brought all of them over to your country,
Very
you
true.
can't like not care anymore because it's in your face. You know what I mean? The repercussions of that, you know what I mean, are in your face. This is sad though, man. This is sad. So if these people can't leave, you know there's something reason they can't leave, like this force. You know what I mean?
So this is like the Depression era United States, though, with company stores and that kind of thing, where you got to buy everything you need to survive from the company.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit better than this.
Like sharecroppers a little bit.
Across Pakistan. But families take home so little, they often have to keep borrowing more just to get by. Lawyers say these bricks are part of a system of modern-day slavery. So how are so many families stuck in this endless cycle of debt? And why are they being overlooked?
There's no white people there.
Yeah. Brown people don't have empathy, and that's something that like people don't, Disney movies and stuff like that and popular culture make it seem like brown people are like, and naturally, intuitively more empathetic and, no, they're awful. Black
as if they didn't do this shit before we showed up.
Yeah, they didn't have their societies reflected wholly a lack of empathy. You know what I mean? Their societies, the customs in their societies reflected people that had zero empathy.
Which makes it so devious when they come over to fucking bitch about shit over here.
Yeah. They have, it's not even like a discussion. Like, the things they were doing that were like just basic tenets of their societies show like, yo, these people are psychopaths. And so it's like you don't have to argue, like you don't have to like debate them on it, because it's like we were talking about Sati earlier. They burn the husband's dead body when he dies, and they throw the wife on there.
Jeez.
Yeah, but the white man came and hung, and they made it a hanging offense to do sati. So it stopped in the, made in like, if they still did it in the, untamed regions, of India, but it stopped in the places where the, East Indian Company was. They made it a hanging offense because, like,
bothered white people's sensibilities.
Yeah, it's like, the white people showing up, they're like, oh, they're hearing about this thing that's happening, and then they're seeing it, and they're seeing the barbarism, like, yo, wait a second, when the man dies, you burn the wife to death. That's y'all been doing this for eons. Like, what the fuck? Crazy. White people, they made it a hanging offense. The British, they hang you if you do that shit. So, like, that tells you that it wasn't like when they went to the Indians and tried to tell them to like stop it. That wasn't good enough.
Typical white people, they lynch you if they, do something that they decide is wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to burn our wives to death when the men died. What the fuck?
Yeah. And like probably the white man probably started like with whipping them before that shit or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
That would also be typical.
Yeah, that shit didn't work, so they had to make it a hanging offense.
Probably started by asking them nicely.
Yeah, exactly. He said, hey man,
that shit didn't work.
Why y'all do that?
Have you considered like maybe not burning the lives? No.
Yeah, and they got multiple customs. Like they have multiple customs.
Indians are hell on women, man.
Yeah, they are awful on women. They have every non-white society is hell on women. Hell, white society
is pretty bad to women a lot of times. Yeah,
but as far as like tier, they're like the best to women. Now they've overcorrected, so they're like women are like more powerful than men. But I'm talking about historically. Historically, white societies were pretty hard on women too, but they're nothing compared to brown and black societies. Not even close.
Not actually burning them to death for no reason.
Well, the reason is that the husband died.
True. They have a reason.
You have to go serve him in the afterlife. You know what I mean?
Make it a quick death.
You have to be his wife in the afterlife. But can't you just slit her throat? Or
right, that's what I'm saying. Why do you have to burn her to death?
Yeah, it's just, why does she have to voluntarily jump on the fire? You know what I'm saying? Like she has to, because she's supposed to want to be her husband's.
Yeah, you gotta want that shit.
Yeah. But these people are wild, man. Jesus Christ.
This brick kiln is in the heart of the Thar Desert in Pakistan. Temperatures here can reach up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit.
Holy shit.
150.
Yo, it was, when it's like 80. How this motherfucker out here, man?
Americans would die doing this. They just fucking pitch over and die. I mean, I wouldn't make it very long doing this. I'm not even gonna fucking play.
Oh, fuck. And listen, your sensibilities, you have to be like, you have to come up a certain way where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not used to accoutrements and quality.
Yeah, be looking for like the OSHA office or something.
Yeah, you got to come up a way where this is just, there's nothing to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you were thrust into this, you probably like, you know what I'm saying? Like you were thrust into this from your life.
It's utterly alien, yeah.
Shit. Holy shit.
Families work and live here. Most people are at the very bottom of the Hindu caste system. They're called Dalit, and they often work the least desirable jobs. The Megwar's family of 5 shares just a one-room house and this tent. Dilip started working in the clay fields when he was just 7. Every day they hand over their quota of 1,500 bricks. They get paid
1,500 bricks a day. Holy shit. So yeah, he has the work because they gotta make that quota.
Well, they probably beat his ass if he doesn't.
Oh, definitely. Not
just about not making the money.
1,500 bricks a day.
So do you think American slaves had it better than this or what?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
They at least could like maybe be freed.
Well, not even if just being free, like just like when you were American slave, when you were black and you were a slave in America, you were coming from Africa. So you just stepped up like 1,000. You know what I'm saying? 1,000%. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
probably worse than that there than it is
Yeah.
here.
So you just like you were just like fucking. You hit the lottery. You know what I mean? Especially if you didn't go to the Caribbean or Brazil, because that was
Yeah, pretty
terrible
bad.
slavery down there. But if
Sugar
you came
plantation.
if you came to America, oh man, you hit the lottery in life. First, you didn't have to be African anymore, and then you know what I'm saying, you just a hard day's work. You know, get whipped. Yeah, you get whipped and shit like that if you did something wrong. But you had a family. You kept your junk. Like white people let you keep your junk. You know what I'm saying? Like
Fatal mistake, honestly.
you know what I'm saying? You could have a family. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Blase blah, right? But
Hey, they get a family here.
yeah, but this guy is 1,500 bricks a day.
He's not even 15 years old.
That's a lot of fucking bricks, yo. Like if I told you like every day you had to like stuff 1,500 envelopes,
That's a lot.
yo, you'd have carpal tunnel after a week.
Yeah. Imagine you might after making 1,500 bricks in a day too.
I used to stuff envelopes. My mother had a organization and whatnot, and she would send out different stuff. And like during one of my jobs, to help her out with the stuff envelopes, but it would be like 50. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like that. You had to take this paper from this pile, this paper from that pile, fold it three times, stuff it in the envelope, lick it, close it, and put the stamp on it, and then put it in the pile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit was like, I used to hate that shit. I used to be trying to get out of that shit. I would, you know what I'm saying? That would take so long.
Because you're bored.
Yeah.
Not even because, you're being worked to death.
But here's the thing. They have to fire the bricks. It's not just making the brick. You have to fire the bricks. Like, so it's like, think about how long that takes. Like, how many bricks can you fire at one time? Like, can you fire 100? Can you fire 50? Can you fire 20?
Good question. How much kiln space is there?
Yeah, so it's like, it's not just making the mold of the brick is not. Then you have to let that dry before you fire it. So it's like, this is the people who doing it. We talk about hell and shit. You going to hell? The people who are forcing these people to do this shit, they don't have a hell in their religion, so they don't.
I don't know. I wonder if this is the Muslim Pakistanis doing this to the Hindus, or if this is Hindus doing it to the Hindus.
$1.50 and are told that another $1.50 goes toward their loan payments.
That's a lie.
So they make $3 and the guy takes half off the top
of every brick.
No, they make $3 for 1,500 bricks.
Oh, I thought they said per brick. Yeah, that makes more sense.
They make $3 for 1,500 bricks.
Jesus Christ!
And then the guy takes $1.50 off the top. Yo, somebody would shoot that guy. Yo, listen, man. That dude who's doing
beat him to death with the clay brick, at least, or something.
The dude who's doing that, and he's probably doing that to hundreds of people, right? He like literally like is just like a normal person. Like over in their country, he's probably like goes to galas and shit and probably meets with
normal hustle.
He just because their society's different. You know what I mean? Like he don't have to worry about like if American did that, was doing this, he would be exposed and jailed, and it would be all over the place and shit. Over there, that guy's just regular. People don't look down on him about that shit.
You probably make a few bricks from all the fucking clay and dust that you cough up every day.
And think about the shame. This guy has his kids look at him and be like, yo,
5.
They have to work this shit, and you the man of the house, and we have to do this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, think about how his manhood has been stripped from him. You know what I mean? Like, he can't protect his kids from it. This is backbreaking, brutal work. You know, for an adult, for like a fucking strongman competition type guy. His little kids have to do this at the threat of, like, you know what I mean, bodily harm and shit. And he can't protect them from this. He has to send his little kids out there every day. I feel bad for this guy, man.
Sure.
There's just a one-room house and this tent. Owner, he refused to comment on how the quota and debt scheme works. Still, the family does not blame him.
Jesus
Christ.
I don't think black people would take it that sanguinely.
Right.
To make the clay for these bricks, workers first need to dig up dirt.
Indian American. But first, it's not just the fucking making the brick. They got to do this first.
You gotta hack it out of the earth, Jesus.
Then Dilip adds water and mixes the mud for hours until it turns into clay.
गोड़ा रखी लेन दे पोवर वे के उठण वे के इला दुखिया ने.
How many bricks does that pile make? That pile probably makes what?
6 or 7.
Holy shit. Jesus. I want to say 20, man. Come on, man.
I hope so.
20, man.
I hope so for his sake.
Jesus Christ. And I bet if you're like one brick short, they come with like 1,499 bricks. The guy probably doesn't pay him for that day.
Yeah, he takes all the money.
He's probably like a billionaire too. That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Elon Musk is the problem, though.
These people are crazy, man. So you made all those bricks and you worked all that for the day, and it doesn't count. It only counts if you get like if you get to like 1,200 and shit and hurt your foot, like
no, you should. That was all in the contract he put his thumbprint on 25 years ago. That totally exists still. Yeah, I'm in the contract.
And the guy still takes the bricks. He'll still take the 1,200 bricks that you made that day. He just won't pay you. That's crazy work. He won't even pay you for the bricks. He'll just won't even prorate that shit. It's just like you get nothing.
Yeah, man, you didn't meet your quota, lazy fucker.
You and your kids, you and your little 7-year-old kids didn't meet your quota. Oh, shit.
Sorry, no, like, bowl of rice today for you.
Yeah. And he got
think about the food that they're eating too. Like, that is not food. I mean, you fucking just slowly waste away doing that shit, basically.
Yeah.
जिते 500 लगा उते 1000 लगा उन्होंने पगार मैसेज सिंधु वालदा नहीं
Breathing in all this dust is the main cause of death here, especially among children.
The
Megwars used to herd cattle. One day, the family borrowed money from a wealthy kiln owner to pay a hospital bill. They say it was their only option because, like millions of others in Pakistan, they don't have a bank account or know how to read. So the Megwars weren't even sure what the terms were. They still don't know.
You just sign a contract. This is different,
Punjo's
dude.
mother, Vasanti, joined the family here 12 years ago to help erase their debt. The 70-year-old says this work has worn down her knees and made it harder to walk. While her family keeps working, Vasanti leaves for a while to make lunch. Inflation has made life harder lately. Donkeys help move up to 5,000 bricks from the plots to the kilns every day. The bricks are buried inside this oval-shaped structure where they'll bake. Workers stack them so that hot air can flow in between.
Now he got to go up there and stack the brick. God damn it.
Jesus Christ. This is very depressing.
Yeah. And this is just one kid, one family story. This is, they got 1 billion fucking people over there, man. They got this Dalit, what they said, 500 million Dalits over there.
Mm-hmm.
These people, a lot of people are doing this, man. Jeez. And listen, nobody feels sorry for them because they don't have empathy. Like they don't have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a totally normal way of doing business over there.
Yeah, they don't have that. They don't. That's not part
human
of their
rights.
Yeah, they don't have that in them. It's not. But you still feel just because human rights aren't a thing, it doesn't make the lactic acid not build up in your muscles. It doesn't make your back, not hurt. It doesn't make your joints not hurt, even though there's no human rights. It's just shitty, a shitty situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna be dead before you're 40.
Jeez. I hope he at least gets to meet a girl and have his own family on that fucking brick place or some shit.
Yeah, you think they have like a sock hop or something? Like a social?
I'm sure there's
for the children of the kiln.
Yeah, I'm sure there's ways to meet people and shit.
They cover the top with sand. Then they make holes and fill the gaps between the bricks with wood. This part of the job is so dangerous, workers didn't even want us coming near them. The ground here is hot, and the temperature inside the kilns can exceed 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the tops of these structures cave in.
Jesus Christ.
In July 2022, 3 people were burned alive when they dropped down into the blazing kiln. Construction sites across the country use these bricks in everything, from lining bridges and canals to building homes.
असांखे ख़बर आहे वॾा वॾा अमीर खणनि था को माड़े ठाहे को बंगला ठाहे को स्कूलूं ठाहे को पका पका कमरा था ठाहे असांजो घर कच्चे मिट्टी सां ठाठल.
The bricks are durable and fireproof, but making them causes a lot of pollution. More than 20% of brick kiln workers in Pakistan have chronic breathing problems. These fumes are full of carbon monoxide and sulfur, which can harm the eyes, lungs, throat, and skin. There are about 20,000 kilns like this one in Pakistan, and 100,000 more.
20,000.
Business as usual. They've been doing this shit for like 1,000 years, probably.
Jesus.
What kind of life is this? Like,
sucks, man. Fucking sucks.
Said, bro, I'm proud to be an American, man.
At
I'm
least
sure as
I
hell
know
I'm
I'm
happy.
free. At least I know I'm free.
I'm saying.
Salute to Benedict, man. My man Benedict, man. Benedict. Well, at least I know I'm free. Yeah, man.
Scattered across South Asia. They account for over 91% of air pollution in some cities. As of November 2022, Pakistan's Environmental Protection Agency has closed nearly 70 kilns because of overpollution. Another big...
Oh, good. Only 19,930 to go. Pakistan's EPA really getting shit done.
Holy shit. And they wouldn't have closed down those 70 if it wasn't for white people, because the only people, what would air pollution be to them if it wasn't for like the EPA, which is a white,
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was just what the air looked like.
Yeah,
I mean, you can see it in the background. You see how like hazy it is and shit.
Yeah, and these little kids are breathing that shit, and these little kids
playing with a tire.
That fucker, some fucking Indian fucker, like celebrity fucking, or some big wig like fucking tycoon is like on a yacht somewhere, like while he's like fucking letting these fucking little kids make bricks all day.
Problem at these kilns is child labor. Zahid Thebo has worked with the Society for the Protection of the Rights of the Child, or SPARC, since 2006. His team visits brick kilns when the owners aren't around to check up on working conditions.
छा पियो करी केड़ो कम कंदोई केड़ो छा सिरू पथेर थपेर छा करे ॾेखार तू छा कंदोई जमार घणी अथई जमार घणी आहे तुंहिंजी उमर
You don't know how old he is.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, but if you think about it, like,
how would you?
Yeah, like, and then why, like, this is
the only thing you ever use numbers for is to count bricks.
Yeah, you probably don't even count the bricks. The people like the overseers or the foremen, they probably count the bricks. You try just
True.
make bricks until
You ain't got time to count.
They tell you made 1,500. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like why would this kid know how old he is? He's never going to school. Like my daughter, she's 5. She grew up in my house and shit, and she just started, you know what I'm saying, like last year knowing like how old she was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like shit.
In a few years, she'll be working in the brick kiln.
Oh, and think about it, you would have to take your kids to that place and make them work and shit, do this shit, and you wouldn't be able to spare them from that. You know what I mean? Like, because we don't see the kids crying and whining in this documentary. You know what I'm saying? We just seeing them smiling and shit and looking happy and shit. They're not showing us the harsh realities of you don't have kids, right? But when you get kids, they whine and cry about everything. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want far less than this, okay? All right? Far less than this, my man. Okay? Going to bed.
Not getting the right food.
Yeah, they whine over everything. And these are kids that have everything. Like, they have everything. And they whine and fuss all day. These kids, I guess they just, you know, their parents probably just train them up to not complain. Life trains them up to not complain.
What does complaining get you here? Not a whole lot.
Yeah, nothing. Complaining gets you nothing here.
कौन पढ़ दोई छो कौन पढ़ दोई छाजे करे वजह
Child labor is against the law in Pakistan. But estimates have found that about 1/3 of workers at brick kilns are underage. And in some places, more than half aren't even 10 years old. The owner of the kiln where Dilip sat denied that any children work there.
Holy
shit. It's like nothing but fucking kids.
Yeah, but it's just like all he has to do is he's a rat piece of shit. Like these people are like, you notice everything's fraud and lies with them when they come to our country.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is
fraud and lies there too.
You know what I mean? They cheat on the test to get into certain shit. They lie about everything. They fraud all our systems because they don't like. They're just. You know what I mean? The base setting. It's nothing to them. They could be nice, but they're gonna fraud your system and they're gonna fucking lie about everything.
Mm-hmm. That's how they do.
Yeah, that's just what they like. And then when you give them more shit to lie about, like our country gives them more shit to fraud, more shit to lie about, and more reasons to lie. Like, why wouldn't you lie if you could get like XYZ for lying? Like over there, you get pennies for lying. Over here, you get fucking a lot for lying and a lot for fraud.
ज़्यादा जो जुर्म इनका वो उनकी आज़ादी छीन लेना, उनकी मूवमेंट छीन लेना, अब तो मॉडर्न डे स्लेवरी है। ये पहले की तरह अब जंजीरें लगा के बट्ठे पे कैद नहीं रखते।
You notice how they don't have words for modern day slavery?
What happens at brick kilns falls under the legal definition of debt bondage. And it isn't just happening in Pakistan. Reports suggest there are nearly 25 million people trapped in modern-day slavery across Asia and the Pacific regions alone. The only industry where it's more common than in brick production is farming. Pakistan's constitution made bonded labor illegal in 1992.
30 साल गुजरने के बाद एक भी केस अभी बॉन्डेड लेबर एबॉलिशन एक्ट के तहत रजिस्टर नहीं हुआ ताकि भट्ठा मालकों के ऊपर या जो इस्तेसाल कर रहे हैं उन पे एफआईआर कटे।
The Department of Labor here in Sindh province told us it can't prove there's debt bondage at these kilns because there are no records that the families officially worked there. But experts say kiln owners often have government ties, which makes it easier to escape enforcement.
brick kiln ऑनर जो हैं इनकी एक जबरदस्त एसोसिएशन बनी हुई है जो मुल्क की सतह पे है।
Yeah, so they go to the
तो
brick
वो
kiln
एक
owners
माफिया की
gala.
तरह काम करते हैं पूरे
This shit is diabolical, man. This shit is diabolical. Salute to Savage, man. He says society's minds used to revolve around the divine light and human reasoning. Now it revolves around ignorance and the false light. Recipe for disaster. Shout out to Savage, man. Dropping deep parables on us, man. My man coming at ya. Let me tell you something, man. Oh, Hot Black dropped off. Shout out to you, Hot Black, man.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, man. This is crazy, man.
The Brick Kiln Owners Association Zahid refers to didn't get back to us, but their website says they're committed to eliminating bonded labor and protecting workers' rights.
Hold on, they have a website?
Zahid says his NGO brings families' cases to court.
हम उस भट्ठे के ऊपर जाते हैं और उनको रिलीज करके लेने के लिए जाते हैं तो वहां हमें सबसे बड़ा थ्रेट होता है कि वो रजिस्ट करते हैं भट्ठा मालकान जो हैं और वो मारने पे पीटने पे
resort to physical violence.
डंडे लेकर सारे और एक दोस्त हमारे काफी जख्मी हुए हैं।
They do have a website, the Brick Kiln Owners Association of Pakistan, and if you go to the website, it's a fucking picture of a white woman in the middle of a whole bunch of Indian dudes, Pakistanis.
Jesus Christ.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, these people are awful, man.
तुम भी क्या करती हो? पढ़ती नहीं हो?
Since it started in 1992, Spark has helped free over 17,000 workers.
Wow.
क्या है क्योंकि लोगों को जब हम रिलीज कराते हैं उसके चेहरों पे वो मुसर्रत खुशी देखते हैं छोटे-छोटे बच्चों की वो खिलखिलाते चेहरे जब नजर आते हैं तो ये मेंटल और दिली जो सेटिस्फेक्शन है वो कहीं और हमें नहीं मिलेगी।
The NGO moves the families to a camp called Azad Nagar, which means free city.
Wow.
Azad what?
Free city.
Most here still work at kilns, but they don't owe money.
कर्जा नहीं उठाते, खेती कार काम करते हैं, जो मजदूरी है नहीं लगाता है सेठ। अब अल्लाह तेरे को खुश रखे, मैं दूसरे बच्चे में चला जाऊंगा। ये वजह है, आजादी है।
Pannu Fakir started making bricks when he was 8 years old, after his family took out a loan.
इतना जुल्म है, तो उजरत नहीं देते, दूसरा अंदर डाल के उसमें ऑफिस में उनको मारते हैं या छुट्टी
office and beat him. Okay, yeah, I do that.
उसको थाने में बंधवाते हैं। मेरे को पुलिस के ऊपर आज तक गुस्सा आता है।
We reached out to the local police department who denied any allegations of violence. A court order helped clear Pannu's family debt over 2 decades ago, and he's been living here ever since. Now he works with Zahid to free other workers.
Assalamu alaikum, Pannu.
असां छॾियो कोन्हे अॼु ॾींहुं ताईं। इन मुश्किलातूं अचनि थियूं, वॾियूं वॾियूं मुश्किलातूं।
Pannu travels with families to court if they get a date. But he says he faces threats from kiln owners and was even attacked during a workers' rights protest near the colony in 2013.
पोइ उन में गोलियूं हलियूं, बिल्कुलु माण्हुनि खे इलाही मज़दूरनि खे लॻियूं, जंहिंमें 80 ज़ख़्मी थियासीं। ही निशान आहे गोली जो, हिते निशान आहे।
He says it's a price worth paying to help others like him.
हम अपनी कॉलोनी में बैठे पट्टे के ऊपर होते ना तो पाबंदी हो जाती.
But residents here don't have running water and there's no school. The NGO says it's requested aid from the government.
तकरीबन 700 खानदान है उसमें बच्चे भी हुए हैं 1200 से ज्यादा बंदे हैं कोई सहूलत नहीं है अगर इलेक्शन का टाइम हो तो आएंगे 2 दिन गलियां भी देंगे ये भी देंगे बोल के जाते हैं देते नहीं अभी क्या करें उन्हीं के लिए
Still, people living in Azad Nagar feel lucky to have escaped the cycle of debt. And today, they're celebrating a wedding at the colony. Zahid is the guest of honor.
Man, any final thoughts, Hot Black, man?
I'm sure glad I don't work in a, brick kiln slave factory. That's about all I can muster right at the moment. This shit sucks.
Yeah, man.
I'm just glad I'm not in India in general.
There you go. Bada bing, man. Same black time, same black channel. Subscribe.
Peace.